Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Gujarat. We're going for Keep the Flame Burning. We had to become Zoroastrian, which we are. And we still have to go and grab back all our centers of faith, which are mostly in Persia, except for the one that we started with in Daman over here. We also have to build up the monument Bakwa over here in Shirvan. So everything says go east, go north, and take out Timmy, who's currently our friend, because we needed some friends to become more powerful. And we've done that. We are great power, I think. Yep, rank 7 great power, and not too far away from the Muscovite or even the Castilian here. So that's not shabby at all. We're in some random war of our friends that I don't actually give any hoots about. I just want to prevent these folks from ravaging my countryside, but everything else Jampur can just deal with on their own. We have a setup for conversion, but I think, yeah, we are not quite done coring, so I probably should not be converting just yet. I assume my coring is going to be done soon. Up here. Yeah, looks pretty fine. There's some rebels coming up in Balochistan, but we already have an army there to deal with that. VJ no longer considers me a rival. That probably means that we're also not going to be able to rival them soon. Delhi already stopped being a valid rival, so after this war we're going to have to figure out something new about rivals. It might also mean that we can pick up some friends here, although I don't know if I want VJ as a friend, really. I have a ginormous spy network on the Afghani folks, and probably using that, which we can. It's the next age, so we can't go and do claims, borrowing claims anymore, so I'm just gonna come home instead. I should be swimming in claims anyway. Pretty much any direction I want to go in. We have claims. Not a ton of claims on Multan, which maybe is something we should be fixing. Unless we're looking to ally them, but yeah, kind of not feeling that kind of thing. Not really. Are they by any chance in our war here? They are. Yeah, but then I can't declare war on them, of course, because we're on the same side. I was thinking that because Jampur is on their side and on our side in the war, they can't join defend Multan, who they're, I believe, allied to. Yep. But we're in the same war on the same side, so there's nothing that can be done there. War declaration wise, there should definitely be something done about the amount of cash money I have in the bank. That's never particularly smart. These manufactories, not great. Temples are okay, but not like, oh my lord. These are some okay workshops. I don't think I care about the state houses much. Did they change this? Is it showing the amount of governing capacity I'm losing here? Is that a governing capacity icon? Is there a governing capacity icon? There is, but it's some sort of pawn. It's multiple pawns on a board. And I believe what we just saw there might have been a pawn. Yeah, that could be governing capacity. I see, that's actually quite useful. How long has that been there? I'm pretty sure it wasn't there for our Genoa campaign where we really cared. It might have been there for our first Leviathan campaign over in Quiz where governing capacity was not a major factor. Out goes Gwalior fully next. The 8 Gerd, yeah. It's a shame. I may or may not have to deal with the Jampuri at some point then. Just hope we don't. I do want to finish up with this. Although I have a lot of things going on with our monarch points. I want to finish up religious ideas, of course. I do want to take admin tech, which we're not ahead of time in. And I obviously want to core stuff that I take. And I also want to develop the institution that we started to develop in our capital. What does it do for us if we grab this? We get Deals Volt if we do 2, which is powerful. we might not super need it right now. We also get the 10% Moravani's modifier with quality ideas, which is quite nice. Closer to this kind of cash money over here, which is not bad. So I finished at 20% global trade power. Okay. How close are we to golden aging this age? I've missed golden aging at the end of last age. Converted provinces was easy. Yeah, well, kind of need to fulfill religious to get the second one here. And then we need to get Asian trade probably, or maybe convert another nation. Or unify culture, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going through here. At least we save some money on our missionaries. It's not like insane or anything, but it's not the worst either. Especially once these states come in, which also requires admin from me. Wondering whether I... No, I'm already focused on admin, never mind. I want to say I wonder whether I should focus on admin, but I already am that. Still no states to make? Or no, we still have counting capacity, so apparently these two cores are relevant for stating, which I want done before I start converting again. Anything else? Balochistan separatists are very close to popping up. These folks, estates can be summoned, and once the piece is done, we can also take their land again. What do you do here? Develop Baroda, not really into it. Bit of manufacture in Vagad, which I like. In general, I like manufactories. Question is, what's a Vagad and what's your trade good? Copper. What's your manufactory then? Weapons. It's actually gonna be pretty good once we have Miltech 11. Where are we at right now? Oof, 8. So we're not gonna build a manufactory in Vagad in time because we're not gonna have the technology. What do the giants want? Build a marketplace in Goa. That I can happily do, I think. It's a center of trade, so marketplace is probably not the absolute worst thing. Yeah, almost 3 is fine. Let's run it. It's cheap too. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded building a manufactory, but if I can't, then I can't. Here come the Balochistan sitting on a fort, as they should. Somehow my mercs didn't feel like attaching as a thing they should be doing. There you go. Might have been my fault. It was probably my fault. Well, you gonna take care of my rebels? Multan? I mean, don't mind if... I don't mind if you do. I'm trying to say. Core Balochistan. And... oh, stated, I suppose. And I want to stay at this place as well. And I will once again core as much as we can. Even though we have no admin. And then we can start actually looking at these things. So, Chabahar. Let's take the whole state, turn on, enforce. Maybe turn on the correct edict for once in my life and start converting these things. I'd help here because the Mutani actually might not have won. Looked like they were winning, but now they took the brunt of the losses. I just think that there in this screen there's a way to see who lost how much. But I don't actually think that's true. Anyway. This being dealt with means I assume I have no more unrest over here. I do not. And you folks can just go somewhere you can hang out. If I had a general that was not my mercenaries, I would go and drill now, I think. But I'm not into spending my monarch points, my hard-earned monarch points on something pathetic like a general right now. I would love to have more money points here. I mean, wouldn't. Bit of a statement, I suppose. Now I could go and beat up the Bengalese in Multan. But honestly, why would I? Okay, Timmy guy died. I think they were pretty old already. I assume they're gonna give me an offer for a new marriage sometime soon. Here it comes. It will cost us 5 legitimacy, but they're super young. And we're capped. Getting ourselves a new queen. Now that's kinda interesting. Because I have a pretty mediocre old heir. And this queen would be okay as a regent. 10 stats, a lot of stats. I'm very tempted to just disinherit Muhammad here. Oh well. Get ourselves a new one. I hope. I think marrying more people would give us an advantage on that. I don't know, who am I married to right now? Or, more importantly, is there anybody interesting that would marry me? Not really. Well, we're still looking at you, but I think I'm already married to you, right? We wanted to eat these folks up. How far away am I from doing that now? I get 9 points from improving, giving me 173. And I haven't given them a gift yet, which in turn will be enough. Yeah. In fact, already giving them a gift is almost enough. Not quite though. Let's start improving relations. Should be able to subjugate them extremely soon though. You're still winning your war, right? Yeah. I won't get involved if I don't have to. Ooh. Yeah, reap the administrative benefits. I mean, that's 100 mil power. That's very strong. Tradition is nice too. Actually, do I? Do I just reap the mill points here? The question is, how much do we value government reform progress? We're not making a ton. Making a pretty nice amount, but not a ton. 0.69 every month. So 15 is like, what, 15, 20-ish month of government reform progress, maybe a bit more. But this is so many monarch points. I think I'm gonna go for the monarch points actually. And I mean the tradition too. But the tradition will drop down, at least the military one. Our naval one is probably gonna be kept up by those boats quite nicely. Not those boats, not those pirates, but the other boats that we have. Naval one. Did I say naval? I've said military. Naval one is gonna be kept up, but the military one, the army one is gonna drop down quite a bit. We have some fully military forts which help. We have the Marathas helping a bit. The Rajput King helping a bit. It's still dropping like flies. While the naval one here, yeah, it's going a tiny bit up thanks to the world port and the fact that we have a lot of trade protection going on. Also, we have naval enthusiasm, which is that a temporary modifier? It might be. So even that one might be dropping down if we didn't have the temporary modifier right now. Let's get some more of those cores in. Now, do I want to put some more clicks in Ahmadabad? Fall even further behind on militech. I think I do. I hate falling behind on military tactics. But honestly, at this point, we probably want the institution. Nah, it's only 4% right now. Are we gonna get into a big war soon? I think not. I don't think it's Timmy time yet. Timmy time. And these folks are behind me in tech. Some people are ahead a bit, but most folks... I think I'm okay putting more points in Ahmadabad. And I'm focusing on using dip there, mill, so we can make the difficult steps, the more expensive later ones, with dip. So right now we would get 5 points of colonialism per click. We're missing 40 essentially, so we would need 8 clicks. We can only make 5 or 6 right now, so I think I'm gonna still wait a little bit, do like 2 more, maybe 1 more mill click there. 3 favors for invaluable assistance. Now, who do I rival here? I mean, I could go for Timmy, because I want to go that direction anyway. Could just go for Daily, because they're probably going to stop being a valid rival very soon again, and we just keep on reaping that power projection. I think that's fine. Might be a tiny bit, you know, gamey, but if we claim on Jungler Dish, we can make one on Kholistan or Gujarat. These are not the most interesting places at all. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna keep talking to these folks who are very, very close to wanting to be my friend. Send gift, like me for 25, 197 points, 197 points. Oh, we should also go and grab land, right? Yes, everybody loves me. The Giants, again with a nice amounts there. I don't think I have any qualms here taking land. Sure, we're losing out on that army tradition of the Marathas, but otherwise it seems pretty fine. The reason I'm checking in on building before I do that is that we get a building cost reduction from our estates right now. And once I take their stuff, I'm not going to get that anymore. No, we still get it. Lost the other construction, the other cost. What was it? I forget. Don't think it was anything particularly relevant. Spend dip, get autonomy in Chandri, or get 7 nobles in Chandri. I'm probably just going to beat up these folks. Just don't know what a Chandri is just now. What's a Chandri then? Thalner, Rathanabor, Chandri over there. It is not protected by a fort, so we're gonna have to rush over there. Next thing here is this event will fire on its own, because we want option 1. So we kind of have some time to get there. What we don't have is the ability to have a general over here. Well, I have the ability, I could just make one, but that seems like a mistake. Also, you want to be my valet, my vassal? Once in a lifetime opportunity indeed. What about you? You don't like me much. I'd still be able to do something there, but it seems like a lot of work. We could make our ruler into a general, but with no heir around. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to swap for my wife if I can avoid it here. I mean, my queen consort. So we're just gonna beat these up without a general. It'll be fine. Just a bit more costly than it would have been otherwise. Don't need to redo any of that. I could stop paying my army. Maybe that's what I do. I can't drill. I have no rebels. Yeah. I haven't done this in a while. Maybe you want to be a bit more central then, though. Just in case people get ideas. As in, I want to be hidden behind my forts. So we don't get caught without any morale. The mercenaries, I think will still get fully paid. At least it looks like they're not losing any morale there. But everybody else is gonna take a bit of a pay hit. So if I do one more click with mill here. And then we need another 35 points, and we get 5.5 per click. It's only gonna go up, but even then it's only 7 clicks, and 7 clicks would put us to 20, which I think we can do. So I think I can power through this here. And I think I have enough dip, at least close to enough. Seems good. Clickety, 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 clickety. Now it's present. Now we're gonna have to let it spread, probably. Oh, we're super close. 9.7. When I'm gonna turn on the spread edict over here, advancement effort. If it spreads to combat, we're done. Not done for, but complete. And it's spreading really fast. So that should be fine. All right, now we can go back to spending, or actually spending our mana points on something useful. I mean, institutions are useful, of course, but it always feels a bit contrived. And now we're back to being okay. Speaking of being okay, let's have a quick look-see at our missions. Because I forget what they are, so I always forget which of these buttons it is. This one. Bankers still need those textile and paper mills, and also happy and influential giants. We wanted Surat. Oh, we want Surat to be level 3, right? Which I can make happen once I have a bit more money. Should I though? Probably not, because I have an institution to buy up soon. So that sounds like a bit of a mistake, doesn't it? Let's join that cork with these transports and the big one. I want to build a flagship, I think. Oh, this is so fast. 1508, yeah. Let's just sit on the money for now. I don't quite know how much money it's going to be, but it's going to be a decent amount. That sound. Such a scary sound. Not the dish, but the badong. I don't like, I mean, I like and I don't like the amount of aggressive expansion I have, which is not a lot. It's nice insofar as it means we can do some more expansion. It's not nice insofar as it means we should be redoing some more expansion. And I don't want to do that while I still have horrible military tech. At least not if we have other options. Then again, fighting our way into Multan or somebody, if our Jampuri friends are not willing to join, which they currently are, would be something I'd be happy to do. Could also eat up the rest of Sindh, but really it's probably Afghanistan. Uzbek, Transor, Hormuz, and Sindh. And they would all join. If I were to go to those Uzbek and say, listen folks, listen. That's a stupid alliance you have here. Whew, that's a big no. What about if I break yours? Closer, but still. Oh, interesting. My break alliance from the favor action counts towards this break alliance too. Didn't quite expect that to be the case. On the other hand, currently we have a at least equal Miltech setting here. We're not behind against these folks. I just don't fancy the idea of fighting 25,000 Uzbek soldiers. What if I brought in like Timmy? Can I do that? Nah, Timmy's not about that at all. No manpower in debt. I'm closer to getting Jampur in there, even though it's far away from them. Now, how dead is Timmy? Nah, you're not that dead. If they take a beating somewhere, and we like drop the alliance, then I'm probably gonna go ahead and rival and then, you know, eat them up. So if we were to do Afghanistan, Uzbek is the main thing, right? Hormuz has Because they have the fleet. We know this problem of the Hormusian fleet. The difficulty to touch them from here on. How am I doing on full-on slots? Because I can technically ally Hormuz, gather some favors, and then tell them that they really shouldn't be allied to Afghanistan. How far away are you from just accepting a break alliance if I had a claim? No, I just trust the Afghani too much. It's not that we can't win such a war, it's just that it's an expensive war. I'd rather not have an expensive war right now. I don't have the technological advantage. Could also just eat Bulgaria, but they're guaranteed by Bahmanis. And allied, guaranteed by Bahmanis and allied to VJ. Now that's an interesting combination. Oh, it's quite protected, one might say. What do I do with you folks? Probably consider doing some some favory thing here. What if I were to ask you to break alliance? Can't do it again until October. But I also don't care about your alliances right now, so that's really not anything relevant. We had cap for that. Can't ask you for cash money because they never have cash money. Ooh. We could ask you in October to break your alliance to Multan. You'd probably say yes. And if I Chagatai and a bunch of jokes. Maybe I just need to get ground troops into Afghanistan. Sounds like a dumb idea, but yeah. Can a man do? It's gonna invest heavily into troops right now. I have the cash, I have the people. I want to get my manpower recovery going. And I think my money... Oh, it's actually not enough. Interesting. We already have colonialism in combat now. And I still don't have the cash money to embrace. Well, that's very, very close. I'm almost certainly just going to embrace to... Could wait for Baruch. But that's another 3 years. Not that I have monarch points to take tech right now. So waiting a bit of time doesn't hurt too much. Yeah, maybe a bit of a spread is fine. I don't like this though. I think this already, no it's not. There must be some places that are better at supporting armies, like these here. Oh, you're solo in Morat, but you can't move. Oh no, you can. Okay. Get to Baruch, please, and maybe take this way so we don't do the thing. So it's almost never worth sitting on your institution without taking it. And might also not be worth it here. So I could wait 3 years for Baruch to have it, so we spend a little less money. But in that time, all my autonomy is going to go down everywhere, so we spend more money for the other places. We're not getting the 10% trade power bonus in that time. And we can't sell colonialism. Not that I would right now, but I also couldn't. So now I think I'm just going to go ahead and, as I should, press that button. Embrace, go back to making money with you. Where's my protectorate? There we go. And I think I feel pretty good about that. Decent capital now. VJ no longer valid rival, which does help with the power projection a bit. And we have to find somebody else to rival. Still don't believe it's Timmy. Not just now. I might just counter rival Ming. I'm not afraid of Ming here. doing anything. I think this is purely a rivalry for the power projection. And it's a good reason to rival somebody. I mean, it's the main reason I rival people. Half price trade efficiency level 2 person. I feel like I'm running a level 1 Dipro reputation one, which I really don't need for anything right now. Unless I am in fact looking to subjugate you, but I'm really not. No, I think I'm happy to swap out these folks. Except that I maybe don't have the money, actually. I do have the money. Because they're dirt cheap. Look at that hiring price of level 2 person being less than the level 1 person here. Upkeep is higher, but that's still pretty good. Were they old? Is that why they were so cheap? No, you're 30. You're fine. So the trade dispute, that's all fine. About war, though. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a best guess set up here, so we get some more or less useful messages about that. Bahman is claiming Goa on me. I mean, that's kind of okay, I suppose. I can claim as much as I want, as long as they don't actually attack me. I don't give too many hoots. Would love for the Uzbek to be out of this thing. That or Hormuz. But for that I would need the Uzbek to get to war. Which, no, might happen or might not happen. I don't know one way or the other. And I would really like to take Miltech 9 before we attack anybody. Anybody relevant. I mean, I can do a tiny war here or there, but nothing that is too scary. I could use Sindh to get into Afghanistan. Then I'd fight Delhi, which is medium. I want to get to Khiva, right? Which is already in Timmy. I don't think we need to get any further than Khiva. Let's have a quick look at our mission for this. Again, this is not quite the same as the achievement, but it's similar. Bunch of stuff over there. It's actually not that similar. I don't think it's actually helpful at all. I think Khiva is the northeasternmost one, isn't it? What's it called? Keep the flame burning. Okay. Khiva, Sabsavar, Laristan, and Shirvan. Yeah. So we have Khiva, Sabsavar, Laristan, and Shirvan. So everything is Timmy except for Shirvan, which is Shirvan. So really, I don't need to take Afghanistan at all. Do I need that for any missions? I don't think so, right? I made my own claims here. So really, I have no reason to punch the Afghani at all. So the real question becomes, do we punch Timmy now? Well, I can't do it now, but... Or do we eat up some of these folks first? Not interested in hoovering up the rest of Sindh. No, if I declared war on you, the Bengalese would come in. But I could call in Jaunpur. That's actually interesting. Because surely Jaunpur can keep the Bengalese off my backside. Yeah, easily. Maybe you rush into Delhi. Maybe have a small contingent here to deal with the Shirvanese, the Sindhis. I'm not going to co-belligerent Sindh, I don't think. I have enough claims here to make good use of a war. Whether or not I take anything out of Sindh, we can decide then. I think that's actually pretty decent. Take like, I don't know, not too many folks. Take like 14 folks to Sindh. Throw these folks out of Sawan. That's 3. 3 is not the number I was looking for. I was looking for like 14. And then you already get into the the English term for this. Into the starting position, I suppose, for attacking the Dalians. Let's pay our army and then put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and of course, if you have anything you want to say, then there are a lot worse things in life than to talk to me in the comment section. I mean, there are better things, I'm sure. But things where I'd say, sure, if you have that going on, then I get why you're not talking to me in the comments. But there are not a lot of those things. So go ahead and do it. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.